I saw John first as a hero because he was older. Kemp was younger and wasn't as good yet. And I think the inspiration I got from John, I soon began to realize with Kemp as well, that he came along and got the same competitive streak that his father got.
I mean, he was winning the club championships at Palos Verdes Country Club. You can see his plaques all over the place. So I realized how Kemp had a good mentor in his father as to his golf game.
John was successful at everything he did, his family, his profession.
John and Kemp both were great gentlemen, very private. You don't ever hear Kemp talk about anything that he won, but he's certainly a champion.
My dad was born in Calgary, came down here to play ice hockey at USC. He played on the golf team. He won the California State Amateur. He later won the Southern Cal Amateur. He was always a very fine player. When I was younger, I caddied for him, so I think that's probably it. I think his help, you know, when we practice and playing and all that, once I got into a little bit of competition, I enjoyed golf and just have enjoyed it since.
He was considered the backbone of El Miguel. He was the leader of the founding members, and when I joined, he did everything he could to help me feel at home and be a friend and a partner. And I'll never forget that.
In 1973, John also won the Southern California Golf Association championship out here.
Yeah, that's right.
And at the time, this was 1973, I was 11 years old, and he asked me to caddy for him. And John was a man of very few words. In fact, that's overstating it.
Yes, that is.
He was a man of very few words.
John was so good, and Kemp became so good that they were contemporary competitors. And with that goes the golfing friendship that you have.
One story that was related to me by Terry Small, that
Kemp hit a golf ball one-handed off of a green after he'd three-putted, and he hit his dad in the ankle bone with it about 35 feet away.
and if you can imagine a ball being really pretty hard and hit with that speed, really on an ankle, would have been devastating. And he didn't say a word, and he just turned around and looked at him.
He didn't say a word, didn't say ouch, didn't cry, didn't do anything, but I recognized right away what a tough guy John was, not just on the golf course, but Kemp is the same way. Their chips don't fall too far from the trees.
You all need lessons, and that's strong love from his dad was he didn't have to say a word. So
I think Kemp and John had a wonderful relationship in many respects. John was a guy to be respected and feared. If John painted a line for you, you tried not to cross the line, and I think that was a good way to grow up in many ways. John was a very strong influence on Kemp in that respect.
when I first met Kemp, yes, we were rivals. I was playing on the UCLA freshman golf team, and he was playing on the USC freshman golf team. And I didn't win the match. He was awfully good. And we both got a chance to go to USC on golf. And Kemp did really well, and I did the opposite of that. I was carrying his bag, basically.
When he turned 50, I think at that time on, his accomplishments are unbelievable. There's 5 national tournaments that he played in between 2001 and 2006 that he won.
He also owns national championships from Australia and Canada. And he has played in 9 U.S. Senior Opens and sort of lost track that it was so many events.
Well, when you ask me what is Kemp's biggest accomplishment, for me, it's pretty easy. It's convincing Marcia to marry him.
Golf's a funny game. It's a very individual game, and sometimes your wife plays a big part of it, and I know Marcia did. And she was out there walking around. I know that helped him get through all the tournaments and probably made a difference in why he won them.
I think it's well deserved that John and Kemp are being inducted into the SCGA Golf Hall of Fame. And I think it's well overdue and that they both earned it.
The fact that they both won the senior amateur, that may never happen again. You know, that's something that's going to stand for a long time. So I think it's thrilling for them, and I couldn't be happier for him and his family.
I want to congratulate both John and Kemp for the great honor of getting put into the SCGA Hall of Fame. I think it's well deserved, and I'm happy for both of them.
Congratulations, John and Kemp.
Congratulations. It's so well deserved and job well done.
Kemp and John, congratulations for what you've achieved.
Big Daddy, congratulations on your induction into the Hall of Fame for the Southern California. You deserve it. And Dad, I know you're looking down on it, and you deserve it too.
I just want to say congratulations to Kemp and John and their family for a well-deserved honor. And every day you come in to play golf, you look at those two mugs right up there and you can see what they've done. So
It's a great accomplishment for us and a great reward. So for all the years we've played and the success we've had. My wife, Marcia, has been a supporter of my golf. Likewise was my mother, who took me to all my tournaments as a junior. I'm very thankful, and I'm quite very positive he would be likewise.